Hello and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. I hope that you guys are doing okay today. As you come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay this evening. I hope I said this evening. I may have said this morning the first time, but I hope that you guys are doing okay this evening. I've had a long day. Definitely a long day. Um, but I'm happy that I'm home tonight to be able to do a video, and we're going to do a live a little later tonight. But when I got home and I got on the internet tonight, I saw a news clipping about Cleotha Abston. Now, we talk about Cleotha's history of violence and things of that nature, and how years ago he had kidnapped a lawyer that worked with Miss Eliza's uncle at a law firm, his law firm partner, and the man ended up getting away after he rode around with him for a long time, had him go to ATM machines, getting money out, and he kind of rode around with him until the man got the attention of a security guard, the lawyer, and was able to get away. I feel like he was riding around with him all of that time because he was more than likely trying to decide what he was going to do with him, or he had decided. He was just waiting for the proper time to do it. So I'm happy that he was able to get away. And it's ironic that years later, the same thing happens to his law partner's niece. Do I think that um right now I'm not really believing any conspiracy theorists. I kind of have to have proof. It's there has to be something there. It has to be something there. Of course it seems suspicious, but I don't just jump off of a boat, unless I know that there is some proof of something, and there is no proof of, anything else. Now, I've heard people say that allegedly they had read that Miss Eliza and her husband had allegedly said that in the past they've had issues, um, with substance abuse. I don't know. I never saw it. I never read it. So I would have to say allegedly, or that's just hearsay. I have not seen that. I have to see some proof. Okay. Um, but Mr. Cleotha has been a predator for a very long time. And, I had the opportunity to, I want to pull this up so you guys can see. This man is sick. And, it's unfortunate that they have allowed him to get away with doing this. Hold on. Let me go on back to the beginning, child. Y'all know I got to try to figure out how to work this stuff.
Case back on September. A recently tested rape kit from a case back on September 21st of last year has been connected to a man charged with kidnapping and murdering Eliza Fletcher. The DNA match came back the same day Fletcher's body was found behind an abandoned house in South Memphis.
And y'all, that's the deep hardcore of South Memphis, okay? Hardcore.
To Memphis police, a sexual assault report was taken on September 21st, 2021. The sexual assault kit was submitted to the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation 2 days later. We reached out to the TBI to find out why it took nearly a year before a match was made to Abston Henderson in that case, when it only took days to match the DNA found on a sandal left behind at the scene on Central Avenue where Fletcher was abducted. They responded in a statement that it reads in part, the TBI accepts rush DNA cases when requested by a local investigative agency, as we did in the recent Eliza Fletcher case. It went on to say our scientists identified Cleotha Abston as a suspect less than 18 hours after receiving key evidence. The agency said the sample they received in September of last year was not submitted as a rush case. Therefore, It was placed with the standard casework, which can have an average turnaround of 33 to 49 weeks. The statement went on to describe how scientists pulled the recently tested kits matching Abston Henderson for analysis 9 months after it was received on June 24th of this year, and completed an initial report of the results on August 29th. The sample was then entered into CODIS, which returned a match on September 5th, which was within hours of Memphis police finding Fletcher's body on Victor Street, and 49 weeks after MPD submitted the rape kit to TBI. The match of the September 21 assault came back to Cleotha Abston Henderson. The results were then reported to Memphis police. According to court documents, Thursday he was indicted on the charges of aggravated rape, especially aggravated kidnapping and gun charges in connection to the crime from a year ago. Marcus Hunter, WRAG News, Channel 3.
Okay.
And Memphis police say probable cause to arrest any suspect did not exist until after the rape kit test results had been received, and this is an ongoing criminal prosecution.
Okay. Hold on, guys. Okay. Now, that's a shame before God, because here's the thing about that. Rest in peace to Miss Eliza Fletcher. I said from the very start, when I saw that, I felt like it was a crime of opportunity, and I feel like it was sexually motivated. Okay. I said before, because there are two young ladies that was African American who a month prior was found deceased, shot, and thrown out around the airport area. That's like around where that cookie shop is. And I said then, because the two bodies was found there at separate times, I said, well, that's that person's dumping area. Hell, it could have very well been him. I went and searched his history. I did not see where he had been charged, but I didn't do a deep research on him. The only thing I did was I went and looked at what was public. Okay. So I didn't go through my system. But I just always felt like it was sexually motivated and that he's a predator. Okay. And I think it's a shame, because I'm sure with them talking about those R kits that they was just talking about, that TBI had, that was supposed to be tested. Evidently, he was suspected of this last year. He should have been back in jail last year. Even though he had gotten out early, he still did something last year, which should have sent him back to jail. Because I'm sure he's probably still on probation. I haven't looked at it, but he probably is. But just to think, he was let out early and he did something last year. He was accused of sexual assault, the R word, right? And they took all this time, which is why the state of Tennessee is being sued right now, because of all of those backup kits, RAPE kits. And these women, these predators are still out on the street. This man is sick. I'd already said that. I know a lot of people, people can think whatever they want to, but I know predators. I've seen this forever. Okay. I've been seeing it now for about 20 years. And one thing about a predator, they all move alike. Okay. They all move alike. And so I think he probably had spotted her and watched her probably for a few days. Okay. He probably went through there a couple times and saw that she run around about that time, and he lined her up. Okay. And it was definitely sexually motivated. When that lady's her clothing was found in a dumpster in another part, way on the other side of it's not even considered South Memphis, because her clothing was found in a dumpster in some apartments by the University of Memphis, which is not South Memphis. Okay, it's like on the other side of town. Okay, about 20 minutes away. So that means when she was found behind that house, her body was bare. Her body was naked. It was sexually motivated. Okay. And I have issues with predators. I never, I think it's a shame because now I'm thinking with those kits, those RAPE kits. Okay. Those must have been African American women because they didn't really feel the need to move. Just like those African American women that was found and dumped a month ago by that airport. They was shot. They was RAPE, okay, or at least sexually assaulted, and they was dumped, but they did not get the coverage. And this is this man's MO. I just don't, when it's something this serious, because I'm a like a, like they say, a demon hunter. I'm a predator hunter. Okay, so I just when it's something this serious, I don't have, my brain cannot function on conspiracy theorists for whatever reasons. I can't do it. I want a goddamn predator off the street. That nigga was a predator, and he preyed on women. And regardless of what color Miss Eliza Fletcher was, maybe, and I hate to say this, sometimes, I hate it was her. I hate it was anybody. But it happened this time, and she was a Caucasian woman, so that nigga can be, so that they can go after him like they did. They got every federal bureau that was ever aboard by the government to go after that nigga. And then she was a billionaires. Okay, so he wasn't gonna walk the earth. And I bet he was trying to figure out what the hell did I get myself into when he was looking at who she was, because it was just sexually motivated. Okay. And he said I effed up. I should have just kept doing this to African American women. At least the rape kits would have been backed up, because the niggas should have been lined up and put in jail. And what is it when you I can't think of the word, when they need it cut off. Okay. It starts with the C. For some reason I can't think of it. Okay. But this man has been a monster, and this is so sad. And it's sad because the African American women, when it's African American women, y'all, I gotta be honest, we just don't get the coverage. That's why I am so dead set, and I've always been so serious, and I've always worked behind the scenes so hard on especially all women, but especially Black women that are victims, especially of heinous stuff like this. This happened to African American women every day. Men think that they can violate women. Okay. And that's why, this right here, like I said, it's a sad thing for Miss Fletcher and her family. I hate that for her 2 children. They need their mother. But I wish this man, when he was doing this to African American women, this man was doing this to African American women. The woman that he was accused of doing this to last year, okay, and they couldn't arrest him until they got back the results or whatever. So I'm sure he was just a suspect, and they decided to test him. Okay, because she probably don't know who it was. That's what that tells me, that she didn't know him, whoever the victim was last year. So he had to be tested to be positively identified. Okay. And she was an African American woman. So this happened last year. They did not, the test was, they just tested him this year. The test been sitting up for a whole year, the samples, but yet with Miss Eliza Fletcher, they got the samples back in 18 hours, when this man could have been taken care of last year. And there's no telling how many more matches when they start to run that nigga ass through the samples through for quite a few other women. Ain't no telling how many matches gonna come up. y'all. So this right here, it bothers me so much because it happens every day. You know, like I said, the idea that men like to victimize women, okay, that's one of my pet peeves. I'll go to war. You want to set me off and you want to keep me going, I exhaust all my means. You think you're gonna violate me? You think you're gonna violate another woman? No. I'm exhausting everything, and somebody gonna do something. Okay. But this is what is happening. And that's why I guess it bothers me so much, you know, because the African American women, there's just not a urgency when it is our women, because this man been doing this when he got his ass out a couple years ago. Okay, I told y'all, I know a serial killer and rapist when I see one. Okay, the idea that he was out there, I'm sure he had seen that lady a few days before. That's why he could ride up on her like that all of a sudden and just get out, you know, because he probably had been watching her for a couple days. He probably seen her one day running and then came back through and seen her again and saw that there was a pattern and got her. Okay. So this man should have been off of the street, and it ain't got a damn thing to do with the Memphis Police Department. TBI, you know, is trying to pass the bulk, okay, and saying, you know, if we get a call from the agent, you know, the local agency saying there's an urgency like they did with Miss Eliza Fletcher, that they'll go ahead and test the DNA and the samples. But you know, this is an issue. There are a lot of women that's suing the state of Tennessee because they have kits. Okay, they call them RAPE kits. Okay, I can't say the word. That have been sitting up that need to be tested. That's been sitting up for 6 and 7 years, and the predator is still out on the streets. Okay. So I know a lot of the African American women who's waiting for a kid to be tested in their case where they have been violated feel a certain way, you know, because that's a horrible thing. You know, that has never happened to me, but I've seen how women, just how devastated they are when after that had happened to them and they were sitting up there having to give a statement. The idea that somebody could violate you sexually I mean, that's just vile. And a person like that, when a man can violate a woman, they really need to be dead. Okay, that's how I feel. Kiss my ass. It ain't no place for nothing like that up on this, walking on this earth. And the reason why I say that, because there are a lot of men that will not violate a woman. They could be hardcore thugs. They ain't gonna violate no woman. It takes a bitch made one. That's a special kind. They need to be dead. Okay. And that's one that should be, because he is a serial violator. Okay. And so they didn't move until he did this to this Caucasian woman. But I know a lot of women are saying, well, we'll take it however we can get it as long as he's off the street. But what about the other young ladies that he's done this to? Okay. This stuff has got to stop. Okay. But I got to get ready for my live. I want you guys to like, share, and subscribe. I will be on tonight. I want you guys to know that I really appreciate your support. Okay, I really do. I appreciate your support. You know, I thank y'all for putting up with me when my passion come up, when I start cussing. That's that passion. I'm a very passionate person, very empathetic person. So that passion starts to come up. But all of my sincere subscribers, I truly appreciate you guys so much. And we'll be on tonight to chop it up. Talk to you guys later.